who's gonna go home tonight with the better qualifier? Is it gonna be the husband on the left, the wife on the right? Are they gonna decide who cooks breakfast tomorrow over this? We don't know. ¿Listo? ¿Sí? Sale, empezamos en 10, a las 10. De 10 al 0. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 y empezamos. El que pierda cocina el desayuno mañana. They say they will. Whoever loses is gonna cook the breakfast tomorrow. So there's high stakes on this. Even better, even bigger than Elo. Who cares about Elo? It's the breakfast that's the important one. So these two players are new to the community. We hadn't had the pleasure of having them in any other qualifying event or tournament or whatnot. I'm fairly interested on knowing how they found out about the tournament, but regardless, you can see Jazzy Bau, who is Theloniousgg wife. That she's rocking a Tetris T-shirt, so I don't know. Maybe Tetris Effect connected. Maybe the Grandmaster, maybe something like that. One of the popular ones. I mean, I know this is not competition yet, but Theloniousgg in the process of topping out, really ahead of his wife, but not anymore. You can see who clearly has the biggest Tetris skills here. I mean, she's rocking a Tetris T-shirt. How can she not be good at Tetris, or better at least? She's still going though. That's a three start. I don't know. We don't know if she's more accustomed to 7 back. I'd love to see how she reacts to the brutal RNG that is sometimes on display and in Nestris. She clearly sees the burns. She clearly sees them. She analyzes the how is it gonna look. She saw that beast coming there and decided to make the dependency. She knew she would feel it right away. This is gonna be interesting. There's small drought forming. She decides to go aggressive. Now it's too late to pull that piece back. It's gonna get a Tetris. They're both basically tied, separated by 99 points. That's first down points. Theloniousgg is coming back on this one. So yeah, this is the fourth qualifying round on today's batch of qualifiers. And I know, yeah, seeing new players getting to the scene is always amazing to see. There's nothing wrong with seeing top level rolling 29, double 39, 1.7s flying all around. That's fine. We always love to see that. But as I was saying a little bit earlier, I think seeing new players connect with people they previously didn't know, it's always nice to see, especially like a couple of husbands playing together. We love that. That's the dream. Top out for Jazzy Bau. First one in the scoreboard, 10,000 points, 31,000 points. This is whoever gets the highest score in the entire hour wins. It's not about the game, so the breakfast is still not on Jazzy Bau's end. And actually, Theloniousgg is still surviving, making this dig work. So it's still close by Level 7 has, of course, better scoring potential. Probably not as much as you'd expect, but it still has better scoring potential. So, as I was saying, I think it's always nice to see people connecting over the game, over a shared passion. I think that's why we mostly go to these sort of events. You can see the defeat in Theloniousg's face, tapping out 36,000, almost 4 times the score of his wife, right beside him. Now rooting for her, maybe. No, I'm not rooting for her. I'm gonna destroy you, he's probably saying. So there's a match arena as well. Please consider that as a way to helping out the players that are going to be going to CTWC this year. I just confirmed with AB Geek that she's indeed going. AB Geek, runner-up of the DAS Masters March tournament, a DAS only tournament being held by our friends over in Classic Tetris Monthly. So she got a pretty good result there. Also silver bracket, I believe 7th place this last year in Pasadena, silver bracket. She got the 3 maxes from today with DAS. $20,000 for Theloniousgg, 14,000 for Jazzy Bau, his wife. Yeah, ABK qualified with DAS today. Also, almost got a 1.2. She qualified off stream, so in case you want to go back and watch AB Geeks' qual, that happened off on the side station, which is not being streamed. Almost a 1.2. She kept going and tried to get a 1.2 with it. It was a pretty big score. It was a max out into 26, which is, for those wondering, really good. And you can see the talk setups there that Theloniousgg is having. That's more of a T-spin. Wait. Oh, okay, he knows his stuff. He knows his stuff. Yeah, the armchairs didn't make her feel as comfortable with bowling. But she solves things. She's not gonna lay there and say, yeah, I cannot play like that. She just went ahead and maxed 3 times with DAS in an hour. So she almost got a 1.2. Yeah. So we're now 10 minutes into the qualifying for this 4th round. There's a couple of free play players playing on the side stations, warming up, getting ready for tomorrow. Which is going to be high stakes. I mean, CTWC Mexico hadn't taken place, hadn't been done in quite a while actually. We believe last time it was 2023. I'm the organizer, I should know, but I think it was 2023. I'm not sure if it was 2022 or 2023, but yeah, we could call reigning champ still. Now there's gonna be we're gonna crown a player once more. So it's gonna be Naui defending his title so many years into the future. Oh no, no. We for the very early rounds, we're gonna be doing either 9, 12, or 15 starts. 18, I believe it is not allowed for the very early rounds. I mean, the first couple of matches. Then we're gonna allow 15 and 18 as well for the quarterfinals. And then finals, of course, are gonna be 18 all the way. Semis as well. So semifinals are gonna be 18 starts only, and finals as well. There's a drought forming there for the Theloniousgg 2022 drought. Yeah, there are a lot of players that decided to try their luck. Maybe played Tetris on a cell phone. That was a nice adjustment there for the Theloniousgg. You can see he has experience. He's played Tetris before. And this has been said before. If you watch Tetris casually here on Classic Tetris, being monthly, being Classic Tetris League, friendlies and whatnot, the multiple tournaments that are being held, you should try yourself one day. It looks easy, but I think everyone starts like that. Yeah, I could max out every single game. Of course I could. No, you couldn't. Once you try it out, it's a whole different beast. It's humbling to play NES Tetris for the first time. Pulling the good adjustments there, the Theloniousgg. I mean, for the skill level, I like how he sees how the board is gonna turn up. Also, not a double flipper, so probably underestimating him. And now we are on the beginner's kill screen, level 8. Now we're gonna go to level 9, which is the one that you have to start with tomorrow. Let's see, but so far pretty solid, I must say. 152. Nice adjustment there. He almost misdropped that. Another Tetris. Transitions into the now for sure beginner's skill screen. So far so good, holding up really well. Going aggressive there for a moment. Maybe decided that he would go safe-ish. No, Tetris could break the 250 barrier if he keeps this up. So 181 now for Theloniousgg. Welcome in, Tyler. That's a rough misdrop. Let's see how Theloniousgg handles this. So far, so good. Little dependent board. Needs a T. That T is gonna be perfect. Ooh, almost misdropped that. That's a perfect number as well. Now, like nothing ever happened. Jazzy Bau could have done a 5 and below there, but It's making a space for the tuck. We're gonna show her some adjustments after we're done with this game. And 202 hanging on there really well. I was not expecting this. I'm pleasantly really surprised with this. Still even pushing down after like some placements there. Going very locking in now. Okay, okay, there we go. Nice solve there. I'm not sure if that was intentional, but that was a really nice solve there. You could see him move his entire body to tug that O in. Yeah, I can see potential. I can see potential here. Nice. Nothing fancy, nothing too aggressive, nothing, just plain and simple. Let me downstack this and start over. That's the way to go. Set up for another Tetris. Oh, okay. Now dependent left, and building high, and the bar is not showing up. 16-piece route. That's really rough, and that's a good score. 225. GG's. Estuvo bien. 224. That 22-piece route is what did Thelonious in. His wife still going on. 25 is pretty good. You can see he's proud. Also recording the wife. That's pretty sweet. So getting ready for the next game. 15 minutes have elapsed from this past game. So an early top out there for the Thelonious. We're just organizing here some side games for the people that already qualified are here watching, and we'll get some games going on the side stations because we have side stations here. Yeah, for anyone wondering about the scores, the qual scores, they are on the right side of the screen, on the lower side of the screen. I think we highlighted the players that are currently qualifying. Let's see how Jazzy Bau resolves this. It's going to be interesting. I know I was muted. Hats once more. We were organizing a side tournament. We're gonna do no rotation here, based on PBs. So we're gonna ask for the players' PBs, and then we're gonna take the two side stations that are not being used, and then we're gonna do a no rotation tournament, and then a no next box tournament. There are a couple of players that can barely hang on level 9, and then we're gonna ask them to do no rotation. So that's gonna be interesting to see. That's a late burn there for the Theloniousgg. Nice adjustment. That was a really nice adjustment. You can see the potential on these people here showing up. Another delayed burn, banking on the right pieces to come here. So we're gonna torture these players. We're gonna ask them to score as many lines as possible without rotating. It's gonna be fun to watch. The one that's being tortured is me. I haven't eaten in like 10 hours, and there's this huge smell of popcorn in the air. So, Monou Gaming Center in Mexico City. If anyone wants to Uber me a sandwich, greatly appreciated. Hats, you know what to do. So, if anyone hasn't tried no rotation, you just do as many lines as possible without rotating any piece. It requires a completely different thought process, and it's really hard. It's really, really hard. Also, of course, you need the no next box to plan ahead and just like the Theloniousgg did right there. Saw the long bar, didn't go for the burn. It paid off with the Tetris. You're not allowed to do that in no rotation. I mean, in no next box. So we're just waiting for that to get sorted out. Maybe a 29 battle. The first beginner to get a 19, one line on 29 is gonna get $50. No, I'm just kidding. 24. 45 minutos falta. Really high stack there for both, really. But 116, that's consistent as well. There was also a couple of players of people that showed up and were just watching. And one of them, this is more of a personal anecdote. While I was qualifying, a person just stood by my side, and I think he knew Blue Scooty. He just knew what rolling was, but he was not aware of anything other than rolling was faster than whatever everyone was doing. So as well, Scooty helped the community overall being boosted and being more known outside our community and the people that are into these sort of retro things. So that was interesting to hear. That was interesting to hear. I mean, I speculate that he knew way too much about rolling. It was just maybe not enough to know. He was amused that there was a Tetris tournament going on. Was explaining things that rolling and tickling the controller to his friend. So let me see the time. It has been 26 minutes since the qualifier started, so we have a little over 30 minutes to go for this couple, wife and husband. I mean, I think we clearly know right now who's gonna make the breakfast tomorrow. That was the bet they did. Whoever gets the lowest score gets to do the breakfast tomorrow. I think it's a lopsided match, but Jazzy Bau is too sweet to say no. Not really. I really like that. I really respect that. So that's a lead burn. He knows Theloniousgg knows that that's gonna be tough to solve. It's probably gonna take a lot of pieces, unless the long bar comes, which it does. Nice placement there. Now what is he gonna do with that T? Okay, has to react quickly with that T. Late burn there. Interesting decision. Really nice sequence of burns there. Oh, that's gonna be rough to get out of. Nice flat burn though. Wow, what a! I love to see these sort of adjustments in new players. That's lovely to see. Okay, that was a hyper tap more than a dash load. He's gonna give up on that one. Oh, it's too jagged to try to do something out of it. Oh, and Dr. Mario Championships. Thank you for the raid. Party of 45 people just joined to watch this couple of husband and wife duke it out to see who's gonna do the breakfast tomorrow. We're doing the Mexican Championship, the CTWC Mexican Qualifier 2025, our first in-person qualifying event. Thank you very much for the raid. We're live in Mexico City at the Monou Gaming Center. I was gonna say Mono Gaming, Retro Gaming Expo. That's CTWC. No. The Mono Gaming Center here in Mexico City. This is the fourth round of qualifying. We're doing qualifiers for tomorrow's tournament, which is gonna be the top 12 seeded players. They're gonna come back here tomorrow. They're gonna do this tournament. CTWC Mexico. This is our fourth qualifying slot. We have an interesting thing going on. Theloniousgg and Jazzy Bau are both a couple, wife and husband. They agreed to whoever gets the lowest score is gonna get the breakfast tomorrow. So there are high stakes here. No, John Dash didn't confirm that or his attendance or anything. So he's not here. The Dr. Mario side tournament would have been extremely lopsided that way. We're not running a Dr. Mario tournament, but he would have surely loved to have one happening here. So thank you for the raid. I wonder what was going on there in the chat. I don't know if it was a monthly. I tried to qualify for the Dr. Mario monthly, but it's really hard. My brain is not wired to play that as well. So. Silver Speed monthly bracket. Okay. Back in the day when I tried to qualify, I think it was like a single bracket, so. It was so hard to qualify back in the day. So for those new that are new into the stream, that's our qualifying scores right there on the low side of the right screen, the right side of the screen, the lower part. Now we hear the reigning Mexican champion with 4 max outs, 4 times over 1,000,000 points, and the highest non-million point score was a 992. Third seed is AB Geek. Third seed is Oscar. Fourth seed is Pollo, myself, the commentator now. And AB Geek, our first, our only broad player, international player here from the U.S., United States of America. She qualified with DAS. She usually is a hybrid. She dashes, she rolls. Theloniousgg is having a little bit of trouble with that stacking. Nice long bar there. You can see Theloniousgg is really expressing his emotions. Jazzy Bau just locked in. Serious business here. She doesn't want to cook breakfast tomorrow. So after this one, there's gonna be a small break. There's gonna be a small break in the qualifying rounds. A lot of us are gathering together to go get something to eat. A small break from the action, and then we're gonna go into our last batch of qualifiers. That's gonna be 3, including Jorge White, the main organizer of today's tournament. This is Pollo, basically the commentator. I just helped co-organize the things, make sure everything was running smoothly, up to CTWC standards, provided with some gear, some equipment. But Jorge is the main organizer. Jorge is the main guy. He's gonna be qualifying in a couple of minutes. We're gonna go for a small break, and then he's gonna be qualifying. That's gonna be the last round of qualifiers. He's just been busy all day, making sure everything runs smoothly, nicely. And then 2 more players who are also new. I'm pretty happy that more new people are showing up to these events. The only players that had previously played in any sort of tournament were Naui, AV, Oscar, Pollo, and Hook. Those are the only 5 people that have played before. Hook made a couple of appearances in LATAM monthly Latin American tournament. Also played in some LATAM championships. Yeah, also Gas is gonna qualify next round as well. Gas also provided us with a lot of the equipment, some important things here, the CRTs, which are not as easy to find as you think. Oh, you're welcome, Enrique. We love the community. We love the game. It is 5:56 here in Mexico City. 36 minutes have elapsed since the qualifier started. And our venue closes at 9, so I'm not sure if we're leaving until that. We just have 3 more people. Gas Hook and someone else. Tomorrow's tournament is gonna be also added into the CTWC Discord events tag. It's gonna be a best of 3 for those that want to tune in to the action tomorrow. And finally, for those of the DMC tournament, we have a Matcherino, exclamation mark Matcherino. Top 3 is gonna get all that community funded prize pool to help with their expenses to the Classic Tetris World Championships being held in June in Pasadena, California. Thank you, Mr. Moro. That's the link to the Matcherino, fully funded by viewers, spectators like you. So far, we've had 61 American dollars donated into the prize pool. So first place is gonna get 50%, second place 30%, third place 20%. We're at a gaming center, which is pretty nice. I don't know. I know there are a lot of other regional events that have been held in esports gaming centers. This is the first time I'm actually inside one. I'm gonna update the scores real quickly.
Jorgito, ¿me ayudas a poner los scores de Jazzy Bau, por favor?
¿Ya estaba, no?
No, desde Jazzy Bau no está.
¿Quién lo puso?
Me voy a dar un infarto.
¿Ahí está?
No, este.
Ah, es que ese es... ¿Viste de cuánto fue?
No. No he hecho submit de nada, pero igual para que
¿Le
veamos.
pongo? El que tengo
Sí,
ahora.
sí, el que tengo.
Now Jorge White's just gonna register the qual scores so far. Players have forgotten to submit kickers, so it's the first time we're gonna help them out here. Nice adjustment there. 40 minutes have elapsed, 20 minutes to go for this other round of qualifiers.
Yo lo conocí primero. Yo te conocí primero. Falta este y luego querían ir a comer. O sea, que terminen ellos y querían ir a comer varios. Y ya yo voy a regresar y falta un batch más. Este es el cuarto. Falta un quinto. Ya acaba el día y luego ya hasta mañana. Entonces, nada más que acaben ellos y creo que muchos quieren ir a comer. igual por si quieren que yo lo hago, todavía no sé dónde vamos a ir. Creo que va a ser tacos, con tanta gente yo creo que va a ser fácil para hacer tacos. ¿Ah, qué van a comer? Pues nos acompañan, ¿no?
So Jorge White and Enrique C have both have fans. Enrique C, who couldn't make it into the tournament. There are a couple of people that really wanted to be here, most notably from the guideline community. Enrique is one of them, Enrique C. One of the main, as well, people in the guideline Mexican community. Morenaza de Fuego also wanted to be here. She's from pretty far away as well. Anid, who is currently in Germany for some reason, didn't want to pay $2,000 for a flight. I don't understand why, but she didn't want to do it. And Enrique C also participated in previous years of the qualifying rounds. So we're going to have a repeat of 5 players, as I mentioned. No, 6 players, because Jorge also participated in the very first Mexican qualifying round event. Almost 15 minutes to go for this 4th batch of qualifying rounds to end. So we're almost there. I'm gonna tell you in a little bit what Jazzy Bau's top score is. So Jazzy Bau's top score is 23,000, and Theloniousg's bet score is 225,000. And currently she's out of the tournament, so 15 minutes to go to potentially change that. The current bracket sees round 1 being Theloniousgg and Monochromy, Hook and Dallin, Pollo, Chido Man, the second Pollo, Ninglove, Dram Days, Alok and that, and then top 4 seeds get a bye. That's Naui, Pollo, ABGig, and Oscar. So semi-finals are gonna be played for a best of 5. 18 starts. And that actually is going to be, I think, a rematch from Naui and myself from past CTWC Mexico. DBG and Oscar as well going to have a rematch of their own. So May 9 and through Sunday, Friday May 9 through Sunday May 11, it's gonna be the Paris event, the CTWC Paris event as well. CTWC has become a worldwide phenomenon. Qualifiers used to range only in the US. I believe Japan was the first regional event to happen outside the US. And that was a while back now. Hong Kong was also an exhibition match that was played back in the day. Now there are a couple of events from all over the world: Germany, Paris, Mexico, Colombia. I don't think I'm spreading any information that's private so far, but Argentina could be having its very own in-person event not in Buenos Aires, in a smaller known city called Mendoza. Versus Morenaza. She wanted to come. She did want to come, but she had problems regarding the trip and the lodging and everything. She was really involved in helping us out, spread the word out. Actually, a couple of people showed up because they said Morenaza told us that this thing was happening and we didn't know. We wanted to see, we wanted to play. So she supported our cause. I always love seeing as well more female representation. Historically, Tetris has been mostly dominated by the male players. We've seen so far, I believe, four of our female competitors here. You're looking at one of them right now, Jazzy Bau and her husband, Theloniousgg. There's also a Colombian player that wanted to be here, Me Come Galletas, Mo. That was a nice dirty Tetris by Theloniousgg. Yeah, I think the Tetris community has been lopsidedly played by men. I think that's really important to highlight our female representation here today. And I think maybe most of them will make it in for tomorrow's tournament as well. One of them is Inglove, sitting at 10th seed currently. Jorge White is also pretty good with the game, so that's probably going to be a qualifier that's going to make it in, which puts some tension on the lower side of the bracket. Yeah, October 2025 is gonna be seeing the other Latin American qualifier, which is gonna be Colombia, October 13.
10 minutos.
10 minutes to go for both of these players.
9 actually, bueno, 9.
9 now. And a certain Pollo might be thinking of going. I'm not gonna say which Pollo, but there are 3 in the community. I'm not gonna say which one. I'm dying of FOMO. And it's not too late. And in good Mexican fashion, we're gonna take a break and we're gonna get tacos together as a group. So we're gonna go to a taco place that's crossing the street. I'm gonna go get tacos as a group during our break, our well-deserved break. And we're not gonna tell Enrique anything about it because he decided not to come. So the Colombian tournament is held off. I was thinking about this as well. Every single tournament takes place in vastly different conditions. I mean, Pasadena takes place in the convention center. It usually goes like that. I've been qualifiers in people's garages and esports centers like this one. That was a clever burn by Theloniousgg. That's the classic DAS nodding. That was cool thing. And the Colombian one, as I was saying, sorry, I was making sure the spreadsheet was working okay. Colombian one takes place inside a huge convention center. It may very well be the biggest crowd that any tournament outside the CTWC has ever had. I believe there was over 1,000 people watching the finals, which is insane, by the way. And there were pachinko machines and people screaming and shots from shooter games. So yeah, these tournaments never lack excitement. I want to go to the Colombian one. Oh, who won the first game? No, we're still on the qualifying rounds. Thank you for tuning in. We're still in the qualifying rounds. Tomorrow is going to be tournament day. We're deciding who's going to be inside the tournament. So far, we have a couple of qualifiers that are not making it in. Top 12 people qualify into tomorrow's tournament. So tune in for that. We have some heavy hitters, most notably Noe, EBGeek, and Oscar. All of them CTWC veterans. Almost 5 minutes on the clock to finish the 4th round of qualifiers. So we're almost done with this 4th and penultimate qualifying round. We're gonna let the players know about that. So right now, if you're asking who won the first game, nobody's playing so far. But these two are a couple. These two are wife and husband, and they had a bet. Lowest score cooks the breakfast tomorrow. So. And thank you, Kingsman, not for the last message, but for the reminder that there's a Maturino for our players, for our top 3 competitors for tomorrow's tournament, to help them be at the CTWC, the Classic Tetris World Championships. It's going to be interesting to see. Noe and Oscar are pretty within the Latin American community, it's pretty well debated as who is like the GOAT, the best in the Latin American community. The biggest influence for sure is our late friend Pepe, who was a before and after in our community, passed away in 2021, and this now the debate of who has the most titles and the furthest runs in important tournaments is held between these two, Oscar and Naui. Will there be an Argentinian qualifier? I mean, I don't know if I'm spreading information that's not out there yet. And if it's not out there, there's no turning back now. They have to do it. I'm sure you know what will I mean when I say it might be held in Mendoza. It might be held in a house. It might have a similar name that an event we used to hold in Portland. So I'm gonna notify the players of the 2-minute warning in right around 15 seconds. So last round, fourth round, penultimate round of qualifiers almost done. Will be finished in 2 minutos. 2 minutes.
Sí, terminando, no puedes empezar uno después de la hora. Si empezaste uno antes, lo pueden terminar, sin problema.
Ninja saying, you forgot to mention that Pollo is also a heavy hitter. Yeah, Pollo Chilaman is a really heavy hitter. Sitting at seed number 7. Sorry, it's been a long day. With a 269 qualifier. There are two Pollos within the same tournament. And the heavy hitter is sitting at number 7, seed. We're nearing the last minute of the qualifier. Almost there to going into the intermission and the break.
1 minuto.
1 minute left. 1 minute left. I can hear Theloniousgg giving good advice to his wife. If you're doing good, don't restart the game. If you're doing bad, restart right now. So you can see some experience. Maybe he was a viewer of the CTWC Twitch channel. He decided to take it on his own and try to do it.
$15 segundos.
15 seconds. I think Jazzy Bau is gonna stick with this one.
10.
5, 4,
3, 2. Y listo, último juego.
last game. Locked in. Nice transition score there. Getting nervous. We saw that happen with Anawi. He was doing extremely well in the earlier rounds of the qualifiers, and he got a little nervous at the end of the qualifier. He could have potentially gotten a 7 max out 1 hour qualifying, and roll just wasn't there that time. So Theloniousgg nearing the top of the board. That's an uncomfortably high. Oh my god, transition. Oh, okay, I thought I was gonna clear more than it did. Nice awareness from him. That left side is gonna be troublesome. Oh, Lennis is gonna tap out 1-4-6. That was the last game. Now Jazzy Bau is left. 225 top score.
Corrimos, muere en la mañana y no comía nada, bueno, un tamal y ya.
The other pollo, I'm saying ninja. I love to see that. The proud husband, like, I'm getting breakfast tomorrow. Courtesy of Jazzy Bau. Reminded me immediately of Jazzy Thief, the Canadian one, the Canadian player. Oh, there's also going to be Montreal, I think, right? Qualifier in Montreal. So for those that never been to CTWC, there's a T-shirt that is sold every single year that contains every single qualifier that happened throughout the world. The Mexican qualifier is going to be added in there. I'm going to get that T-shirt. Probably not going to CTWC this time around, but I'm happy to help with the organization of Mexican qualifier. On her last game is Jazzy Bau. We are all eagerly waiting for her to top out so we can go get tacos. Of course, no. We want her to go the distance, and I think this is actually the best game she's had so far. So I think this is the best game she's had. So please don't top out. But she's experiencing a drought, a 20-piece drought. That's not what you want to see when you're on your best game. This is a huge drought, 26 pieces without a long bar. There's the long bar. 27 pieces. Make the commentator very hungry. I don't mean to flex on anything. I ran 13 miles in the morning before the tournament. I just ate like nothing, and now it is almost 7 p.m. So you bet I'm hungry, but creo que este es su mejor juego. Entonces sería... Ah, sí, 44,000. So we're scaling level 6, transitioning. Play all the way to level 19, says Wingfryer. I say play all the way to 29. How about that? Everything could happen. You don't know. Transitioning into level 17 with the next burn, but I believe it's gonna be the same speed. Just the board that's really jagged. I love the classic dash head shake when you misdrop. I love it. You can see it even in new players. $30,000, another misdrop, another dash head shake. We're nearing the transition. Are we nearing the end? Oh no, that's gonna hang. That's gonna be a top out. Jazzy Bau finishes her game. 30,000. GG's. So we're gonna go on a small break. Everyone type GG's in the chat. We're gonna go on a small break, and our last batch of qualifiers are gonna go afterwards. So give it up for this beautiful couple that are taking a picture and awkwardly like being still while someone takes a picture. There we go. Lovely to see it. So we'll see you in a bit. We're gonna go to a small ad break. Power gummies, Tetris. Oh, and I got to show before we go on the break. Everyone who signed up is gonna get this sick sticker, Mexico. That's Mexico. Made in Tetraminos. It's really small and it's not full. There we go. And also Mexico, CTWC Mexico. So if you signed up, don't forget to come pick this up. So we're gonna go on a small break, a small taco break, and we'll be right back. Let me see what's the slide.